So good day everyone, we are the Group 12 and now we are going to present to you the topic Managing Business Risk. So first of all, I'm Eliza May Consuelo and I am the first reporter. So this is our objectives. So first is to know what is business risk, to explain the importance of managing business risk, to identify business internal and external risk, and lastly, to demonstrate the things to do to manage business risk. So, before we proceed on how to manage business risk, let us know first what is business risk. So, business risks are the risks that are associated with the overall operations of a business entity. So, anything that threatens an organization's ability to generate profits and meet their targets or yung mga tinatawag natin na hindrances sa isang firm or organization ay matatawag nating business risk. So, not all risk came from negative sources. Risk may come from positive sources or opportunities. So, masasabi natin na hindi lahat ng risk is galing sa side na negative. So, meron ding risk na nagaling sa opportunities, pero syempre nagbibigay ng risk sa isang company or organization. So, one of the example of these are the expansion and growth. So, they are both opportunities but they also bring additional risk to a firm or a company. Siyempre, kung may risk, meron ding risk management. So, ano nga ba yung risk management? So, ang risk management is the continuing process to identify, to analyze, evaluate, and treat loss exposures and monitor risk control and financial resources to mitigate the adverse effect of loss. So, ang risk management ay isang process of identifying, monitoring, and managing ng mga potential risk sa isang organization or business in order to minimize the negative impact they may have on an organization or business. So here are the 5 benefits of risk management. So first is increases the range of opportunities. So by considering all prospects, both ng positive to negative na parts ng risk, the management can easily recognize yung new opportunities and also challenges na related sa current opportunities ng isang firm. So next naman natin is recognize and manage risk entity-wide. So, ang risk kasi, it can influence many parts ng isang organization. So, minsan, ang risk can exude from one piece of the business and, however, meaningfully affecting another part. So, thus, the management distinguishes and deals with this entity-wide risk para masupport at mas ma-develop pa ang execution and performance ng kanilang organization or kanilang business. So next is diminish negative shocks and increase gains. So risk management permits organizations na mag-work on their capacity para malaman nila yung risk at ma-establish agad yung mga suitable responses at maiwasan ang mga unexpected surprises and related financial losses at mas tumaas pa ang gains ng isang firm. So next naman is better quality data for decision making. So kapag meron ng option to get to risk data in real time through a venture, syempre, yung management can easily ensure na ang mga decisions na gagawin nila are made in light of the most recent data. So, mas makakapag-decide sila ng mas maayos para sa kanilang organization. And lastly, team remains focused. So, dito naman, kapag yung risk is being effectively followed and managed, syempre, yung team members can keep an emphasis on the critical results. So, for example, kapag yung project results ay hindi nila na-accomplish, yung team will focus on some solutions for that specific concerns to get the project on track again. So, let's proceed to the 2 types of risk, which are the internal and external risk. So first is the internal risk. Risk that exists within the organization. It can be thought of as any risk that can be identified and managed by the same organization. So internal risk can be very damaging to your company, so it's important to understand how to identify and prepare for them. So ang internal risk is nangyayari lang siya within the organization. So some of the example nga ng internal risk is human risk such as illness and death, theft and fraud, and low employee morale. So dito sa illness and death, ang example niya is a business owner or employee may be ill for a day or be unable to work for months. The death of a person involved in a business poses a risk to continue operations. So next naman is theft and fraud. So dito naman, syempre, lahat naman siguro ng businesses or organizations ay gusto na magkaroon ng honest working environment. Yet, theft by employees and employee fraud are major risk businesses face. So, for example, time card fraud ay isa ding internal risk. Another one, diverting funds of fictitious accounts are also accounting risk. So lastly is employee morale. So dito naman nakafocus siya more on employees ng isang business or organization. Syempre, unhappy employees can cost money through negligence or through willful acts. Ang example nga nito is an employee who forgets to reorder inventory is a risk to sales because back orders lead to cancellations. Another internal risk may include phone lines and other utilities, the appearance of a building, injuries and damages, and cash flow.
Good day everyone, I'm the second reporter. I'm King Joseph Clasio from BSBA-FM 3B. So for the continuation of our report, I will be discussing what is external risk, example of external risk, and how to manage business risk. Let's start with external risk. So what is external risk? A risk is considered to be external when an organization has little or no control over if, when, or how it might occur. External risks often include economic events that arise from outside the corporate structure. Kung kanina natakal yung external risk sa first discussant, ang external risk naman is kabaliktaran nito. Ang internal risk is nangyayari lamang sa loob ng firm or ng business, while external risk from the word itself, so sa labas ito. So anything that the organization has little or no control over, kung kailan o paano ito pwedeng mangyari, ay tinatawag nating external risk. So isang example ng external risk is business environmental risk. Under external risk we have federal, state, country, and city laws and ordinances can and will change. So dito alam naman natin na yung mga batas at ordinances sa bawat bansa is pabago-bago. Dahil dito mako-consider natin siyang threat or isang company or business firm. Weather and natural disasters can shut down a business for a short period or close it. So dito alam naman natin maraming di natin inaasahang disasters and weather phenomena like storms, earthquake na nangyayari sa ating bansa. Consider na din natin itong risk sa firm or company natin dahil if ever malakas yung impact ng isang natural disasters, maaaring mag-cause ito ng short or long period na damage sa isang company or business firm. These are some of the other example of external risk. So we have here supply chain disruptions, natural disasters, cyber attacks, regulatory changes, geopolitical events, and economic risk. So let's proceed on how to manage business risk. I have here different procedures or techniques on how can you minimize or manage the risk on your business. So first is discuss risk. First, you should try to define all risk if you have had similar situations and experiences. Have a look at the past to look for solutions. Create backup plans for different scenarios and be flexible enough to adjust your decisions. So first thing that we need to do is to discuss yung risk. Anong klaseng risk ba yun at gaano siya ka-threatening sa isang business firm? Kailangan din nating mag-history check if meron na bang risk na nangyari before or na experience ng inyong company or business. After discussing and identifying the risk, you will create next the possible backup plans para sa risk na yun. Dito na papasok yung mag-a-adjust na ng decisions at gagawa ng different scenarios on how to resolve those risks. Risk evaluation. Evaluate risk with regard to potential expansion or future growth. To be effective, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, or SWOT analysis should be a very candid and honest assessment of the business. Dito naman sa risk evaluation, if gagawin natin to, mas effective na gumamit tayo ng SWOT analysis or the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Dahil yung SWOT analysis can help us na ma-identify your organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It also guides us to build on what you do well, address what you're lacking, and seize new openings and minimize risk. Next naman natin is research and assess market trends. Leaders must research the market and trends and then assess the information and hunt today and make a decision. Sometimes the best decision is to wait until the future is a bit more certain. Ang role in researching and assessing the market trends are responsible of the leaders of the organization or business firm. It's important to acknowledge that industry is ever changing, and in order to stay ahead of the curve and avoid competitors passing you, but you need to be able to move with the times for the benefit of long-term business planning. Make a risk management plan. Apply standard project management and institute best practices for risk management. Make a risk management plan for your business by identifying potential risks and quantifying them the best you can. So, kailangan din natin gumawa ng risk management plan in able to manage or minimize the business risk. So, working through the risk management plan process with your team will help you to brainstorm and identify key risks that impact your business now, and emerging risks that may have an impact at a future time. Therefore, effective risk management offers the potential to reduce both the possibility of a risk occurring and its potential impact. Next is to purchase an insurance policy. Every business should determine its insurance needs and obtain coverage. Consider insurance coverage to recover assets in case of fire, theft, or natural disaster. A liability policy protects your business if someone gets hurt on or from your property. Given the fact na maraming nangyayari sa paligid na walang kasiguraduhan, it's better na maprotektahan na agad natin ang ating mga business firm or organization. Kailangan natin na mag-purchase ng insurance policy because it helps cover the costs associated with property damage and liability claims. So if walang business insurance, business owners may have to pay out of pocket for costly damages and legal claims against their company. Also, without it, your business may be vulnerable to this risk and could suffer serious financial losses as a result. Lastly is to train your employees. Your company and its employees should be aware of and implement risk control efforts, such as cybersecurity plans. It's crucial to have employees involved to know how to avoid risk and how to deal with them, to help your company avoid further damage or exposure to risk. Training your employees on risk management can help you reach a variety of objectives, such as increasing their knowledge of the potential risks and opportunities in their work environment, and how they can affect the organization's objectives and values. Only then can they make precise and powerful decisions on behalf of your business, driving actions that work in the real world. So, that will be our report for today. Thank